A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw. Fields. Open man here is Scott, complete. When you look at this Bronco defense, they've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. A shotgun snap. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And this will be taken at the 13. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson, and he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Melvin Ingram dropping a header off the edge. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. More the motion man right. Fields going to change things up here. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. Inside the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. When you look at this Bronco defense, they really played well in that win last week against Miami.
And the big difference in the game? Their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
On 4th down, Fields. Flushed out right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back in Chicago, ready for the 2nd quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, Fields. He'll get that underneath to Herbert. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Herbert is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. He's going to toss this quickly out wide, complete. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Yes, let's get it.
Foreman will take it in. Touchdown Bears. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it. And he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Throwing is Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off. And the Bears are going to have it here at their own 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Bears had 2 and 1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Herbert now on the option. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, Fields. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Here's Fields. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. To throw again on second down. Fields. And that would get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up.
A 38-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Now an option play on second down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's 3rd and 3. They run with a former Bengal. It's Samaje Perine. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up the first down with some nice running.
A gain of 3, second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Pass complete to Judy on the out route. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Williams, running right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They go play action with Wilson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Foreman powering ahead. And he's got it across midfield and into the territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Fields now to throw. That is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Herbert powering up the middle. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
From the 21, here's 2nd down and 8. Fields going to keep it running right. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
That's complete right side to Komet. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And he is going to have the Bears' first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2.
4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively? I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Drew Sanders
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Play action. It's Fields.
Flush to his right. The pressure gets to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good.
And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over. It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And quickly they get to the line. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Cortland Sutton. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Broncos use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Riley Moss.
And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. Steps away.
Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. Any means necessary on 3rd down.
kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on. Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the option to give to Williams here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. This defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped it to 17. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand-new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. On 2nd down, Wilson steps away to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. From the gun, here's Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Murphy say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
He was about the proverbial deer in the headlights. That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw,
extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Wilson finding Sutton. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
The defense certainly did its job. They held up in this situation, and now 4th down. You've got to pump this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense will take over right at midfield. This is 1st and 10. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Back to throw. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get in the field goal range. But with clock a decent amount of time here in a tie game, what do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines.
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. Throwing now is Wilson. Now the incomplete with 9 seconds left.
They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Here's 1st and 10. All eyes on Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now fall incomplete. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Down to the 25. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a first down.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Wilson is going to keep it. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunning.